Hello and welcome back to our talk sessions. Today we'll be talking about a very crucial topic, which all of us are really keen to know more about. And we always keep wondering that what goes wrong when someone has a disease like cancer. So we keep wondering, like, what exactly did go wrong with the person? And the first and foremost thing is immunity. So, is immunity connected to the disease by any way? And did immunity play a greater role in bringing this disease? So, let's dive deep in and ask Anil a few questions and learn more about immunity, the relationship between immunity and cancer. Welcome back,
Okay,
Anil.
everyone, welcome. Of course, immunity plays a major role for cancer initiation, development, spreading. It plays a very important role. The purpose of our immune system is to destroy, is to identify and destroy any invaders. The invaders could be pathogens, bacteria, virus, or it could be also something which has gone wrong inside a body. So here inside a body means the cells going wrong, the cells becoming unusual, the cells getting mutated, damaged. So these are cancer cells. So the immune system is toned to identify it and immediately eradicate, destroy it, remove it. So cancer taking place means the immunity was compromised. Otherwise, it cannot, initiate progress and show up. No, absolutely, very important for anyone. We don't want cancer, and if anyone unfortunately has come across it, for them too, it plays a very important role.
Okay, so immunity does play a very important role in cancer. That's what Anil said in a few words. Now, it'll be interesting to know what exactly is the immune system.
Oh, that's very important to know. First of all, like every second we are making billions of cells in our body at this very moment, and the process is very sophisticated because the cell genes have to be replicated, identical. Otherwise we will change, we'll become a different person, because we have started with two cells, one from my mother, one from my father, and that carries on when a new cell is made. So if any error occurs, it can happen. So the damaged cell will commit suicide, and if it doesn't, if it still bypasses the immune cells, especially, T cells, NK cells, they can identify it. So now carrying on to this question about what is immunity. I think it's important to know what is immunity, because uh, it's my defense system, it's my army, my policeman. So supposing I'm living in a place and community, and if I'm aware of my army and my security system, and I'm aware that they are very good, so I'm very confident and relaxed that nothing can go wrong. If anyone intrudes, the invader will be caught and taken care of. So that's why we need to know about our immune system, because any invader from outside or inside needs to get caught, captured, and eliminated. So you'll be surprised. Very quickly, I'll go through the immune system. It's a wonder. We have innate system, adaptive system. Let me go through it quickly, but it's important. Innate means is there as it is, and it will see an intruder. They never take a holiday. They are on surveillance 24 hours, The moment the baby is born till the last breath, they are working, no holidays. And then we have a very refined, sophisticated adaptive system, which can adapt to the specific intruder and be tuned to just kill that specific intruder. So we have, I think many people, almost anyone, everyone has done some blood checkup test, and you can see these immune system under CBC, complete blood CBC. So complete blood count differential is very good to have it percentage and count. So it's very much more helpful. So there we see the WBC white blood cells. So they're all broken on into different ones. So we have the neutrophils. Now neutrophils will be the first in the defense, right? So supposing the neutrophils have gone up, it means the immunity, it means the invaders have just come in now, because they will be on the front line to attack. Then we have the eosinophils. So it's very sophisticated, all doing the different jobs. Eosinophils will be more for attacking parasites. Virus is different, bacteria is different, parasite could be something like worms and all that in our gut. So if that is up, it is do something with that, allergy and gut and parasites. Then we have monocytes. Now monocytes, they are the late responders. They are behind the scene. So it means if I see that is elevated or that is affected, means either my problem intruders are there for a long time and I can't get rid of them, so they have not taken over. Or we can never check only the blood reports, is the blood report plus the person. And we see the person was having some disease, cold, cough, and has got okay. And his monocytes are up, means they are clearing the last responders. They're clearing up everything. They will even clear up the old white blood cells which got killed in this battle. They have to clear them away also, So so we can come to know the different scenes, what's happening. Then we have basophils. Now basophils are, they are the ones which when activated become mast cells, let's say in all our linings or the nose lining, throat lining, and they will release what everyone hears a lot, histamine. So we always go for antihistamine pills. We know about it. Slightest cold, we jump at the antihistamine pill. So they release histamine and heparin. Why they release histamine? Because histamine dilates the blood vessels over here, and heparin makes the blood thin, so that white blood cells from the other parts can come here, and the cold viruses come here, starts from here. So let them attack it here and finish it off. So there's a bit of congestion, clogged work is going on. So we should let that happen, if we understand it. Okay, there's lots of work happening. So then we have the lymphocytes. So it's very sophisticated, it's all there forever. We didn't make it. It was there, nature. So lymphocytes are now again B cells and T cells. B cells are made in the bone marrow. And last 2 years, we have heard a lot about them because B cells make antibodies. So COVID antibodies, we heard a lot. So when the COVID virus comes in, the B cells can make antibodies just to target that virus. And then all the other white blood cells, what we spoke about, will also go to, those cells will get targeted, the virus, then all will go to kill it. So they communicate with each other, they adapt, and the innate one is there, they help each other. That's how the system is working. And B cells can also then have memory. Memory means they can memorize the antibody which they made for that particular virus. So next time the virus comes, they don't need to wait for 1 week to make it the time. You see, the COVID virus came, people say that you have to wait for 4 or 5 days, then it shows up because the antibodies are being made and they attack. But when it is memorized, they can be made immediately. So we can get rid of them swiftly. But then the new, then in the news, we see a new mutated one has come. So again, the body has to make fresh antibodies. So it's working in a very, very sophisticated way. That is the meaning of the vaccine. Vaccine means powerless, same virus, comes in. So the body makes the antibodies and memorizes it so that in future I'm ready to attack it.
Right.
Then we have the T cells. T cells are made in the thymus. So now they also again are T helper cells, which will help the B cells to make the antibodies, and T regulatory cells. So now what happened, cytokine storm, heard this sentence a lot last 2 years. All the other cells got crazy, they kept on attacking and attacking. So the T regulatory cells are the one like the military police, which has to say, enough, the intruder is gone, now cool down now. Now you don't need to attack anyone because they started attacking our own body because the T regulatory cells were a bit less. And these are the ones which can, the T cells, mainly now connecting to today's topic, cancer. And from the lymphocytes with the T cells, there's another subset of cells called NK cells. So these T and NK cells are the main ones which can identify an unusual cell in the body, which is a cancer cell, a cell gone wrong, and they will kill it immediately. And NK cell is a very special cell because other cells are communicating with each other and then they are attacking a particular thing, but NK cell does not need to communicate with any other cell. They can identify and kill themselves. That is why it's called natural killer cells.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you understand, the purpose of telling this was not going to take a test paper. I just wanted to say that our body's defense system is too sophisticated for any human system to copy it or make it. It just works perfect. So one wonders that what went wrong. So I feel something can only go wrong when we finger it too much, when we start destroying our system. Otherwise it's there. So now next time if something goes wrong with me, and if I'm just aware of this, no need to have understood it completely, but if I'm aware that inside me there is something 24 hours working so sophisticated, let me sit back, let the body take care, it will take care. Let me stop worrying or getting concerned, I've not eaten enough. If I'm not feeling hungry, the body wants me not to be hungry because they want to do this work. It's all perfect synchronization. So nature, then we think about God over here. It's all designed. It was designed to be like this, perfect in this way. So this awareness must always be there. And if my NK cells, T cells, or all the cells, we can get tests done easily nowadays for only the NK cells, CD16, CD58, T8, all these cells, one can get them done. From that, we can know our status. And if a person is susceptible to cancer or has gone through cancer or has gone through the treatments, because unfortunately chemo will destroy, will take it for a ride. All the NK cells, T cells go for a ride, but they are the ones which can kill the circulating tumor cells, which are very small, which chemo cannot kill. So it becomes very important to know the status of the cells. A person can measure them, get them in the lab and get them see where they stand. If they are in a good range, you are in a safe stage. Although once if cancer takes over, let's say has taken over in some unfortunate case, they can evade the immune system. There is some system that the cells can come to know which cell has gone wrong or in which cell a virus is hiding, but the cancer cell can evade it. So the NK cell and T cell cannot identify them. That's a different story. But this was our immune system made for us. Nature by God on its own is just a perfect defense system.
Okay. It is so comprehensive. Like you kept saying that it's very sophisticated. It really is sophisticated. And I feel that these are like real bodyguards struggling to protect us and, like from invaders. And it's very interesting to know about T cells, NK cells. and also the innate system and the adaptive system. So there is so much going on within a body, inside a body, to keep us healthy and disease free. But I'm really wondering, like, what really went wrong and why do we get disease and like cancer and all that when we have such a sophisticated system running within us?
That's a very good point to reflect on. It can be on a physical level, on a material level, and it can also be on a spiritual level, that, what went wrong? Because the cells are also interconnected with our thoughts, our nervous system, our thoughts, they're all interconnected. So where did we go wrong? So first, let us check that the immune system is always interconnected with inflammation also, something called inflammation. So first of all, inflammation is like I cut my finger, cut my hand, and it becomes red over there, right? And
Yeah.
red and swollen. So that is inflammation. So we always go in for anti-inflammatory, but inflammation is also, everything is a part of nature and system. So inflammation is necessary, because as I said, the basophils will release histamine and to pull in more, to send signals. Inflammation means lots of signals going through cytokines, because the immune system will communicate with each other through cytokines, another cells which will send signals, come here, or we don't need you more there, or you attack that thing. So the cut in 3-4 days, we see it gets healed, and then the inflammation subsides. Then it becomes okay. The redness is gone away, it goes okay. So that's good. It's made to be like that. Homeostasis, everything happening for a good cause. But inflammation becomes bad when it is chronic, means always there. So always those cytokines are there. Always there's inflammation. Always inflammation means calling the immune cells. Always the immune cells activated for always activated. But it's not supposed to be chronic. It's supposed to be inflammation. So we have special things called omega-3. They will subside it. Omega-6 is there to create the inflammation. Omega-3 is there to anti-inflammatory. But when inflammation is always there in a body, that leads to disease. All diseases include lots of cytokine activity, so they can damage the DNA of the cell. A damaged DNA cell can turn into a cancerous cell, which starts multiplying at a very fast speed, actually trying to protect itself. So now, so inflammation. So when would inflammation be always there? When we are having infections in our body and we don't take care of them. Gas, stomach, acidity for no long time, always. Allergy, running nose. Yeah, we know it's from a cold, it goes away in 4-5 days. But we see sometimes it's always there, stuffed nose, runny nose, or some infection, it goes, it comes, means chronic inflammation. We are not looking into it properly. The immune system is getting overexcited. Obesity, fat cells release inflammatory molecules. Fat cells will release inflammatory molecules. Diabetes. I use the word diabetes, but actually people not having been diagnosed with diabetes, but having elevated blood sugar, means lots of sugar in the blood. Sugar is very inflammatory. HbA1c, the 3 months marker, for me, more than 5.3 is already not good. So people having 5.8, 6 over a long period of time, there's lots that's damaging the cells. After a few years, it can lead to cancer. Stress on a spiritual, psychological level, stress. Nervous system, stress, it will freeze my immune system. When I'm under stress always, the stress will tell I will tell my immune system don't run after a virus. Virus is not killing me. First, tackle this problem what you're having. So that thing is always carrying on. And there are many cancers which are created, which are initiated from viruses also.
Right.
And bacteria also. So